When Gaia fell into the fourth, and then the third dimensional I, your light body hid inside your increasingly dense form. Now, I am hidden inside your costume of flesh. I await my birth into the reality that is being created by the merging of the third, fourth, and fifth dimensions. All three dimensions have existed as three separate octaves within the physical reality of life on Earth. Many have denied the fourth and fifth dimensions, and some have denied the third. The ones who have denied the fourth and fifth dimension have been called logical, whereas the ones who have denied the third dimension have been called illogical or worse. As the third and fourth dimensions merge, the physical world will become so infused with light that even the most logical ones will not be able to deny the existence of higher worlds. Higher perceptions will become more and more normal, and the logical ones will be recognized as being limited and unable to see that which is just before them. These logical ones may not be able to accept the shift, as they will not be able to believe that it is possible. Therefore, they will not expect it, and their perceptions will not be calibrated to perceive the fifth, or even the fourth dimension. Since they will not allow themselves to perceive the higher dimensions, these logical ones will not notice that their reality is changing. They will not notice the change because their limited perceptions will separate them from the new reality being born as the dimensions merge. For those who believe a cosmic moment is beginning, only fear can stop them from the experience of that moment. Unconditional love will heal your fear and expand your perceptions. Unconditional love means to love even that which has, or those who have tried, to limit you, frighten you, or exhaust you. Most of all, unconditional love is able to love fear, unconditionally. Take a moment now, physical body of mine, to call up what you fear. Yes, it is closer than you thought. There it is, right beneath your everyday, conscious thoughts. Allow this fear to enter into the light of your conscious awareness. Tell me what this fear is, so that I, your light body, may heal it with my unconditional love. Allow me to merge that fear into the fourth and fifth dimensions so that all the dimensions are healed and merged into the one. Human response. My fear is that of betrayal. I fear that if I take the leap, if I bet it all on my successful transformation into light body, that it will have been only my imagination. Then I will have lost my ability to survive in the physical world. My fear is that if I surrender into my inner guidance, I will lose. Then they will be right, and I will have lost all that I have worked so hard to achieve. My fear is that my inner voice is wrong, and the outer world is right. Light body response. My dear physical one, I wish to tell you that it is this fear that has blocked your forward movement. However, you are part of a group, which is the group that has volunteered to assist Gaia in her planetary ascension. Most of the members of this group have the same fear, for they have chosen to listen to the inner voice and ignore the logic of their egos. However, each of you must call upon your light bodies to love that fear free. Then, you can complete your personal experience so that you can contribute it to the group process of planetary ascension. Even though you are a part of the group, each of you must be willing to be the first one to take your leap. Each of you must be willing to be the first one to trust yourself enough to reveal yourself. If you hold one bit of doubt, it will ripple throughout the group with the speed of light. If you hold back, it will hold back the others. You must take the leap. You must take it now. Do you recall when you took the leap to enter into a physical body for the first time? Do you recall the terror of becoming third-dimensional, and the many, many lives and deaths that followed? Now you are about to be set free. If you look at this one life, it may appear to be a long time before your ascension. On the other hand, if you look at your journey from that first life until this life, the remainder of your time in the third dimension will appear very short indeed. I give you a preview how you shall ground the fifth dimension into your physical body and merge your third and fourth dimensional selves with me, your light body. You have already begun the process by surrendering your third dimensional life to the control of your higher self. Now, see the bright circle of light before you. It begins as a speck, but with every step you take towards it, the light grows brighter. See how this light, this fifth-dimensional light, shines into your physical form. You can see how the layers of vibration within your body are merging with your fifth-dimensional layer that is on the outside of your physical body. These layers of your birthing light body are very bright and loosely formed, like a cloud of beaming light, or a nebula, in outer space. Inside that layer is your fourth-dimensional self. Your fourth-dimensional self is a bit more condensed and holds more form than your fifth-dimensional light body. However, your fourth-dimensional form constantly morphs and shape-shifts. It also moves from reality to reality, as if in a dream. At the core of your beaming fourth-dimensional form is the denser third-dimensional form for your consciousness. This form is made of dense third-dimensional matter. Your process of surrender has been allowing the fourth and fifth dimensional vibration to slowly integrate into your third-dimensional body. Hence, what was once very dense is now infused with finer vibratory frequencies. Eventually, every cell and atom will vibrate in tandem with your fifth-dimensional counterpart. The pull of your fifth-dimensional vibration is slowly altering your third-dimensional self, transforming it into a fourth-dimensional self. But the final transformation to fifth-dimensional self cannot take place until your fourth-dimensional effluvia is purified and healed. All fear must be released before the transition can be complete. When fear is transmuted to power, your fourth-dimensional self will act like glue to bind your fifth and third-dimensional anatomies. Your third-dimensional consciousness will be the first portion of your third-dimensional self to make the transition into the fifth dimension. Your fifth-dimensional consciousness will calibrate your third-dimensional senses to consciously perceive more and more of the fifth dimension as it bleeds into your everyday life. Dream awareness and analysis, as well as frequent meditations, will accelerate your process, because you will train yourself to focus your attention on your higher dimensional realities. Where your attention is, there you are also. Be patient with yourself. There is a process beginning here that is far beyond anything you could ask for, or even imagine. Be still, and allow that process to engulf and direct you. During this process, you may have the experience of intense heat in your body. This heat is because you are trying to run fifth-dimensional consciousness through a third-dimensional body. The limitation and separation that is the matrix of third-dimensional life form can cause a dissonance within the body when your fifth-dimensional consciousness runs through it. If you hold only a dim light, many of your weaknesses can be hidden in the shadows. However, as your consciousness expands, your light grows brighter, and your weaknesses are exposed for all to see. Not many of you are comfortable with this degree of openness and vulnerability. Consequently, you may send mixed messages into your world. You may send the message of who you truly are within your fifth-dimensional consciousness, while you simultaneously send the message of who you should be from your third-dimensional consciousness. These different messages compete against each other and cause stress within your body. This inner dissonance is then projected into your outer world. In that manner, any fear that you hold within your body will become projected out onto your third-dimensional environment. Because it is often difficult to perceive your inner fear, you may choose to ignore it. Conversely, you can usually feel the fear of someone close to you. Hence, we remind you to remember that you created your reality. If you created your reality, then you created having a person displaying your fear for you, so that you can no longer ignore it. Before you confront and heal this fear in someone else, see the source of that fear inside yourself. Once your unconditional love has healed the fear within you, the issue with the external person will then solve itself. Keep surrendering all your fears to me, your light body, and I shall assist you in transmuting them to power. However, first you must complete the transmutation of your ego. While your ego is engaged, there is always the possibility of corruption of your power. Once your fifth-dimensional self is the sole creator of your life, you will be so detached from the rewards and punishments of the third dimension that external corruption will no longer be a problem. Go, now, and partake deeply in your process. You have waited many lifetimes for this opportunity. Enjoy it to the fullest. You are one of the ones who will experience this grand cosmic moment in an awake and aware fashion. Because you have gone ahead into your higher expressions of self, you will be able to consciously facilitate their transformation into light body. I am your light body. I will guide you in every step. Just relax and continue to surrender every fear. We are one. I am you, and you are me. We are one individualized creation within a cosmic sea of unity. Touch my heart, caress my mind, so unity, at last, will find your light body.